One game separates Dallas, Phoenix, and Sacramento for that sixth and final guaranteed playoff spot. Okay, we made it through, guys. We made it through on the struggle bus. Hi, Perk. Perk's back here with us.
You're fine. You're fine.
And JWill.
You got it.
Jay, you're up. Which top seed should fear a first-round series with the Lakers?
Well, I'm going to go with the Minnesota Timberwolves here, Perk, just because of the challenges that not having Karl Anthony Towns, and I understand what their record is, and OKC's right there too for me, frankly, both those teams. But depending upon the way the Suns, with their final stretch of the regular season, they're one of the most difficult schedules. If the Lakers can continue to show the way they've showed over the last several games and play at a high level with their size, their physicality, and they're able to get Jarred Vanderbilt back, that's a game changer. Because I think that's a body you could put on a guy like Anthony Edwards. I'm not saying that he will stop Anthony Edwards. He is special. He is one of the best talents we have, one of the most dynamic players we have in the NBA game today. But I like the size, I like the length, and without Karl Anthony Towns, I think that's a different kind of connectivity point. The fact that I don't know what's happening with Cat really concerns me. And I think if the Lakers got to that 7th seed, if they saw Minnesota, if they're able to keep that 2 seed above OKC, I think that's a favorable matchup for the Lakers. I don't think there's anybody the Lakers are afraid of other than the Denver Nuggets.
Well, one, the Lakers have to get into the postseason. That's number one. They still got to get out of the play-in tournament. Number two, you're wrong, and let me tell you why you're wrong, okay? The Oklahoma City Thunder, they lack what? A physical presence. Anthony Davis has had his way with the Oklahoma City Thunder every time they match up. And there's no knock on Chet Holmgren because I believe that his future is extremely bright. But when it comes down to dominating in the interior, I think LeBron James and Anthony Davis are begging for the Oklahoma City Thunder this season. When you look at what they could do, take you to the low block, AD being the best version of himself. And I love what the Oklahoma City Thunder team could do. I love what J-Dub, Jay Williams, or whatever you want to call him, how he has emerged as a bright young all-star caliber player. But let me tell you something about this Minnesota Timberwolves team. Not only are they the #1 defense in the league, it's not a front. They get nasty. They get into you. They make you uncomfortable. And it starts with Anthony Edwards. Their physicality on the perimeter when Anthony Edwards and McDaniels is like no other. I don't know another tandem in the league that defends at the level that those two guys do. And then we're looking at Rudy Gobert, who's on the verge of winning his 4th Defensive Player of the Year, in my opinion, anchored in the middle of their defense. They're very sound defensively. They're all biting. They all bite with little bark when it comes down to this Minnesota Timberwolves. And I think, if the Lakers were to match up with them, the Minnesota Timberwolves would beat them in 6 games. And I don't think it's a question about it.
All right, 6 games. I mean, that's still a series in your opinion. I think maybe the ability to get Rudy Gobert away from the basket. I do hear what you're saying, though, and the physicality and the way those guys are dogs. And I do understand the lack of experience for OKC. You may be right on that one, Perk.
All right, Jay, how far can the Lakers go? Let's go. Let's go there.
I mean, I got to see them make the playoffs first.
That's sad.
I'm just being real with you, Perk. I got to see them make the playoffs first. I mean, this is a legit thing. Like, I'm just not going to pick
it is.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey,
it's a real thing. Go ahead, Molly. I'm sorry.
No, you keep going.
What I'm saying is it's a real thing. When the play-in tournament, this last couple weeks of the regular season is going to say a lot about the Western Conference, right? Because just think about it. If the Lakers happen to win and be in this nice spot when it's finished, then it's a strong possibility they're going to face the Golden State Warriors first, okay? Now, that's a matchup, right? Going against Steph Curry, obviously, Golden State is going to have to go to Crypto.com Arena. But right after that, you're looking probably having to face the Sacramento Kings, who the Lakers have not been great against. Sabonis has dominated that matchup against Anthony Davis. All Phoenix Suns, and I know they've been struggling, but offensively, they got so much firepower with Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, or they could be facing the Dallas Mavericks. Like, it's real tricky when you But when you when you look at 4 through 10 in the Western Conference, it's exciting, and the playoffs have started because it could rotate in the next couple of weeks like crazy. All these teams are separated by from the 4th seed on down by 2 games, 2 or 3 games.
There's a lot of parity in the NBA outside of Denver.